Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about bitwise operations, that is basic bitwise operations, that is AND, OR, XOR and bitwise complement. So suppose I am going to take two inputs A and B. So these are my two inputs A and B. So the combinations of the two inputs are 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. So if what is the bitwise AND operation is going to be represented, if both inputs are high, then only the output is going to be high. So as in the first three cases, as the both inputs are 0 and only one of the input is 1, and in the third case the other input is A is 1, B is 0, so the output is going to be zeros all three cases. But in the last case, whenever it is 1 1, then only the output is going to be 1 over here. So the bitwise AND operation is denotes what? When both inputs are high, then only the output is going to be high. High represents 1 and low represents 0. Okay, and similarly OR operation. So for the OR operation, if when any one of the input is high, it is more than enough to make it the output is high. So in the first case only I am going to have both inputs are 0, therefore the output is 0 over here. But in the second case the B input is high, so therefore output is high, B 1 is here. And in the third case the A input is 1, so therefore the output is high over here. And in the last case both inputs are high, so therefore the output is going to be 1 over here. Okay, so and the third case XOR operation. So XOR operation denotes what? If both inputs are should be different, both inputs should be complement to each other. So in the first case both inputs are 0 0, and in the last case both inputs are high, so both inputs are same, so therefore the output is 0 in the first case and fourth case. Whereas in the second case and third case, as at least one of the input is high, therefore the outputs are high here. Okay, and the last case is what? Bitwise complement. So bitwise complement is going to be denoted with tilt operator. So when I am going to represent only for A operation, so as A input is 0, here the output is going to be 1 because it is a complement operation. And in the second case also A input is 0, here the A output is 1, that is complement of A is 1. And in the third and fourth case, as A is 1, the complement of A is 0. 1 is 0, so therefore the third and fourth case the output is going to be 0 over here. So here we are going to write a simple program to represent all these operation, and we are going to see the binary representation of all these basic operations also. Okay, so let's see that. So already I have been written that program. So how to give this program? So here I have taken int x equal to 34 and 45, and to represent the values of x and y in the form of bitwise operation, I am going to call a function show bitwise. So this is a function I have been called to represent the number x and y in the terms of binary bits, zeros and 1. Okay, so and similarly the result of AND operation, it is going to be denoted with x and y symbol. And the result of XOR operation, I have taken x or y. And so directly I have taken here the value is going to be represented here. There is no need of using again a variable, so that again the memory storage is going to be very high if I am going to use another one more variable. So if I am going to use replicate in my program, then I can use an extra variable, but here I am not going to use more than once, no. So that's why I am not going to use an extra variable z. So that's why I am commenting this statement. And similarly x XOR y, I am going to represent this value x XOR y, I am going to be printed, and I am calling each and every result in the show bitwise function. Okay, so here I am going to call a function, and the result of complement of x is going to be complement x and complement y I am representing over here. So and I am calling a function called show bitwise over here. So here whenever I am going to call the value x, so the x value, it is what? 34 over here. This 34 is going to be passed this x value to this function a. So now a is going to be equal to 34. So now as the integer variable is going to be represented in the terms of 4 bytes in 64-bit system, so therefore it is going to be represented in 32 bits. So and how to represent a function, and how to represent a function in the bit, how to represent a number. how to represent a number in the bitwise operation. Already in the previous video I have been given a logic. So whenever if for suppose just for a minute I am going to represent that one here also. So one is going to be, suppose if I am having some numbers over here, 4 5 6 7 8 1 3 4 5 6 7 8 3 4 5 6 7 8. So totally I am going to have 3 4 5 6 7 8. So here I am going to have any number, just I have taken an example. So I am going to shift, 1 is going to be shifted by 31 times. So if 1 is going to be shifted 31 times, then the 1 is going to be come here. So and it will check that operation whether 1 and with 1 is going to be 1 or not. So the resultant is going to be 1 or not. So like that, if I am going to check, the 1 is going to be shifted for each and every bit representation like this. So the for loop is going to be run for 31 times from 31th position to up to where 0th position. The 1 is going to be shifted like this, and it is going to be make an AND operation. So whenever 1 and if 1 is there in that particular position, if 1 and with 1, the result is going to be 1. So I am going to print 1. If 0 is there, if 0 is going to be AND with 1, the resultant is going to be 0. So therefore 0 is going to be printed. So like that I have been given a statement over here. So if 1 is going to be left shifted by 31 times, then it is going to be decreased by 30, 29, 28, 27 and so on up to 0. It is going to be AND operation with the value A, whatever it is going to be received. So like that, if this operation is going to be true, printf 1 is going to be printed, else 0 is going to be printed. So now we will see that result over here. So you can all of you see here, first this bit is 32. The first bit is 32 over here. I am going to be represented show bitwise x34. 34 bit is 10010. The remaining all the bits are 0. And show bitwise of y, it is going to be y value I have given 47, 45. Y value is 45. So the 45 binary value is 101101. So then if I am making AND operation, for an example, if I am going to show here 34 and 45, the value over here, so that you will get clarified. I think, yeah, no, 1 second. So I will show it here only, then it will be better. So this is 34 and this is 45. So if I am going to take AND operation, what is going to be happen? 0 and with 1, it is 0 over here, and 1 and with 0. So the next bit 1 and with 0, it is going to be 0 over here, and 0 and with 1, the resultant is going to be 0, and 0 and with 1 it is going to be 0, 0 and with 0 it is going to be 0, and 1 and with 1 it is going to be 1 over here. Okay, so remaining all the bits I am getting as zeros only. So the result of AND operation is what? 32. So if I am making x value 34 and y value as 45, if I am making AND operation of this, I am going to get the resultant as what? 32. Similarly, OR operation and XOR operation and complement of x, you can take that. See, wherever I am going to have 1 0 and so here I am going to have 0 x, and here I am going to have 1. Okay, and here I am going to have 1, and here I am going to have 0. So these are the basic operations what we have been seen in today's video about the bitwise AND operation, OR operation, XOR operation and complement operation. Thank you for watching this video.